Sleep No More was a production that started in New York about 8 years ago. It's been sold out. So Julia decided, why not bring something similar here to the city of Toronto? It's called Eve of St. George, and it's basically an interactive play that is telling the story about Dracula. This is the big guy right here, Dracula. How you doing there, buddy?
Starving.
Okay, that's creepy, but so Julia, it's a very interactive play. What I like about this play is the fact that you could go from room to room to room. You could even follow characters around, and it's a very different feel for every single person, right?
Yeah, absolutely, and that's a great thing. The people that you come with, you can step out with a completely different experience from your friends.
Okay, so tell me about this scene in particular, because we're in the basement right now of the Great Hall.
Yeah, so the Great Hall has a couple different spaces, and this one really gives a different vibe. So we're in the graveyard right now, and these are the vampire brides, and this is actually one of the one-on-ones that would happen, or a three-on-one, if you will, that happens during the show.
Okay, so let's walk around and just see a few other things, and maybe because these girls are starting to creep me out, so we'll just we'll just walk around. What's over here?
So this is Renfield's cell. We met Renfield upstairs earlier with Amelia, and this is our lunatic asylum in this corner, and Dr. Seward that's also in this scene.
Okay, and then let's get to this section right here, because I see that there's a graveyard happening.
Yeah, so we walk through our little forest that's going on here, and this is the tomb. This is again Lucy, who we saw upstairs, who's the one character in this show that we see evolve into a vampire.
And there's almost like everywhere you look, there's something happening, because even up on the balcony, which is kind of hard to see because it is a bit dark right now, but up on the balcony, there's a scene with the children there.
Yeah, so that's the great thing. You can be walking through the space, and there really is stuff happening in all corners of the Great Hall.
So what's next for you?
I mean, we definitely are starting to work on a new project and have some new things in the works that we'll keep a little bit under wraps for now, but I think it will be definitely in the same vein as Eve of St. George as far as being an interactive work, but quite a different storyline, I think.
Is this the first time something like this has been brought to this city?
I would say on this scale and being contemporary dance based, yes. So nothing of this size has been in the city, and I think it's really something different. It's a very different experience for people to come out and have like a great night out in the city, grab a drink at the bar, and really have a fantastic experience.
Awesome, and there's tickets that are still available, and coming up, we're going to show you the combat scene, so you want to stick around for that. We'll have more breakfast television coming up after the break. Wah, ah, ah, ah.